Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time of day it is for you. My name is Justin Coolump, and that whole host of names that I've always joked about, and it's going to remain right there at that ballpark for me. I know it's been a few weeks since we've gotten together to role play and play Mage. We're going to give it a couple more minutes. My buddy Drew is having some problems with Discord, and I'm waiting for him to give me like a positive, negative response on this. If not, it's going to be a solo session, even though I disliked them. I'm going to do what I have to do to finish this game. And that's kind of one of the biggest catches to this, is I've been wanting to, even if it doesn't end on even if it ends on a sour note, I want an ending for it. So right now we're just waiting to hear some people get online so we can start going. I disagree with this one. Alright, we're going to see if anyone... I probably missed it because I didn't have it up at the time, but someone did give us a follow like a week and a half ago. And if Neuron Gamer, if you're actually here, thank you so much for the follow. Now it's a matter of time of waiting. I wish I could zoom in on this. Nah, whatever. People are going to see what they're going to see. So we have at least one person here tonight. Let's see if Drew's going to be able to make it.
He was on a mission.
Yeah, it just means he's on the job, that's all. By the way, if anyone hasn't seen, right behind me is my lovely workstation. I spend the majority of my days in this room.
Gotta show off that sexy workstation.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking sexy. I'm gonna check. And for anyone who doesn't know, I've been injured over the last week, and I have felt like garbage because of it. Yes, I take my temperature regularly, if anyone's curious. I'm just waiting for Drew to get back to me. So how have you been, Zach?
I've been doing good. Lots of running around, getting stuff organized for tomorrow.
I will say, you're going pretty hard on all this stuff. Let's see. So I want to pull up.
3 on. 2.
And for anybody who's actually looking to read a good werewolf book, at least I think it's good. There's my Amazon link. It is under my
self-promotion.
Hell yeah. I haven't role played in like 3 weeks, and I'm getting driven up the wall after playing in games on a regular basis again.
Yeah, that's why I was like, hopefully Wednesday I can get my numbers.
Someone's giving out my telephone number as their telephone number right now. Alright. You know what? Fuck it. If he comes in, he comes in. We continue. We pick up there. So we're gonna do something I'm not a big fan of, and that is go straight into a Let me see something real quick. Yeah, he's not even showing
Backstory
connected.
time. Sorry.
No, hell no. We're continuing on.
Oh well, I'm screwed.
All four of you were there. All 4 of you were here last time we gamed. Robert's non-responsive.
He's been having some issues though.
Yeah, he's having private issues. Yeah, I'm not worried about that.
So he might be.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Thought I cleared that message. So, when we last left off, we had all 4 players, but since one player is trying to get connected and is having difficult times, and the other 2 players have either not responded or said that they're not coming, we're going to go ahead and pick up where we left off. We are on some type of hot jungle planet. The weather is absolutely humid. It's a jungle, and they found on this planet 4 pyramids that seem to have some type of guards. All except for the pyramid that they're at, that is detecting the has the highest likelihood of the signature being there, since most of these places have shielding and protection around them. With that said, you feel the sudden compulsion just to go in. You know what you're looking for, and you know you have a good feeling it's somewhere in there. So, yeah, he's saying he's in the middle of nowhere, so I'm not surprised if he won't be able to join us. Let's see. Sorry. I hate flashing stuff at me, so I'm just going to go ahead, come over here, and mark everything on your server cleared. So with that said, you find yourself moving towards closer, and those guards that you saw wearing the face mask, covering their entire face, the dreads, they're not here. They're actually pretty absent. You could probably tell just by a cursory look that no one's been here for quite some time. Or if they are, they're not here, and there's not a large amount of foot traffic. You're looking at the ground and you're not seeing footprints, anything like that. And on a planet like this, you're gonna see footprints.
Does any one of us have life? Zero is asking her players. Yo, players. Player 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Any of you got life? You know, scope out the area.
You actually don't see any of your teammates in right now.
Oh, totally solo mission, bro. Well, I look at our pilot friend. Is he at least there?
The ship is cloaked already. Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill your character on something.
No,
like
no.
this
That was a game. That was a game.
Okay.
That was zero. Next time. getting good books with the technocracy, get some cloaking tech, and we can totally stealth this Hitman style.
So, taking a look around, that's a little odd. They were there a moment ago, but like in a blink of an eye, they just suddenly disappeared. You don't know what happened to them. But you know the ship has teleportation abilities. None of you have trackers on you that you know about, but you do have the very clear distinction that something happened to them, whether positive or negative.
Players got disconnected. Internet. So hard. She is gonna start. She takes a deep breath. All I have to do this is pretend I am Laura Croft. I am playing Tomb Raider. The new ones. Because I don't have the money for the old ones. Okay. She takes her iPod, puts one ear in, goes through her playlist, make sure no one's around, and then hits the theme to the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the... I'm blanking. What is that? Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Yeah, Shadow of the Tomb Raider theme song, main theme, in her iPod.
All right.
And she is literally... We got weapons, didn't we? Oh, or hopefully we stocked up on weapons?
No.
Okay.
Your standard gear, that's all you have.
Okay. Time to stealth.
All right, so go ahead and give me a dexterity and stealth.
Playing Hitman. Let's go.
Now, because you don't have stealth as a trained skill, you're looking at difficulty 8.
Jeez. Does this count as nature loader?
Yes, actually it does. I'll give you back 2 willpower points for that.
I never thought I would get it. Okay. Single player, here I go.
Oh, let me switch back over to the thing here.
Diff 8?
Diff 8.
1 success.
You keep close to the walls as you travel up the pyramid. When you're looking at the steps, you realize that they're made for someone who stands about 7 to 8 feet tall. So with your body height, it's coming up to about 3.5 to 4 feet per step. They're not perfect, so you're having to kind of lift yourself up step to step.
Okay.
You get to the first plateau, and you do see an opening into the structure. It's all stone. You would imagine with the way that it feels on your skin compared to the atmosphere, that this is probably some type of marble type material, because marble tends to be a little bit cooler than the air around it. And you notice strange symbols on the side. Do you have any type of... You do not. Let's see. Double checking here real quick.
Alright, I have occult, academics, computers, enigma, specialty of puzzle.
Let's go ahead and do wits and enigmas.
Puzzles?
No. Difficulty 9.
Ooh-wee. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. Difficulty 9.
All right,
one success.
This is a language of some sort. This isn't any individual thing. This is something that has clear intent, and it is a form of writing because you see a few of the symbols repeat themselves a couple times.
So do I have? Would she bring her notepad and drawing and stuff? Probably not.
Is it part of your normal standard kit?
No.
Then no.
So she's just gonna pull out her cell phone. Hopefully it works. Is it working?
Yeah.
Okay.
You charged it before you got off the off the craft.
She's just gonna put it in under her photos, probably the newest iPhone. Types in like a private folder saying weird mysterious symbols.
Okay, so you're just taking a picture of it?
Yeah, and there she puts playing Tomb Raider.
All right.
And starts snapping pictures and specifically to put it in this file.
Drew, are you with us? You might have a player too if he talks.
See, I like it.
I don't know how long it's gonna work for. These are supposed to be. It's really annoying. They're fucking 5G phones and they don't fucking work.
You're breaking up on us, brother.
I know. I mean, you guys keep sounding like robots.
I figured. So
are we still missing Alphonse or whatever his name is, Robert?
We're missing Robert and Faith, so I'm just continuing on.
Robert's been having some real life
IRL issues.
Yeah.
At that. Mandy's gone again. So, what do you do?
So I got an opening, right?
Yeah, it looks actually like not an opening you wouldn't expect to see in something like this.
Oh, he was there. Like he said, true.
Is there any way that I can turn off your guys' camera?
I don't know if there's a setting to do that on the phone. Let's see.
There should be.
Let me go ahead and kill the media on this real quick.
Yeah, because probably our cameras are the one that's causing the interference for him to hold in.
Give me just a moment. Okay.
Because it's trying to pick up your video. So listen to me. I can only go this fast.
Give me just a moment. I know you guys aren't hearing this, so give me another second. Okay. So, I do not know a way to change that, Drew.
I'm working on it. I think I might have found something, but I have no idea.
You're coming in clear now.
Yeah, that's because I also have, more bars, I guess. But video right now, I've just got it on Lord Z's information, where I guess apparently I can mute him, but I was like, I don't want to do that.
Can you turn on Discord, then turn off the screen?
I can try in a second.
I've said it once, I'll say it again. It is not a World of Darkness stream without at least one tech issue.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, I'm gonna try this. Okay, I've got the screen on.
You're holding so far, buddy.
All right. Well then, okay then. I'll just keep the screen off. I mean, I shouldn't have the screen on in the first place anyway, so that works out fine.
All right, fantastic. So you're following behind her. You have this momentary flicker. You don't know what happened, but when everything resolves itself, you find yourself down at the bottom of the pyramid, and Zero is at the next level already, and taking pictures with flash on of this wall.
She does have 4 intelligence. Could I say flash off logically? And I wonder if I do have common sense. Hang on.
Quick question: who's she that I'm following?
Zero, the gamer girl.
I do have common sense.
Oh, Zero has just basically taken on to the second floor and is now Snapchatting everyone.
On a side note, there isn't enough light to pick up the image as well.
Okay. Then she would have taken that into consideration.
Use the drone for these.
What's that?
Weren't
have
we
a drone.
supposed to use the drone for this? We have 2 drones.
Well, we've been having issues getting everybody here, so I decided to say fuck it. And if it had to be a one-on-one, it's going to be a one-on-one session.
When things go wrong.
That's where I was, Drew.
Okay.
Now, are you going to ascend to be next to her, or are you going to stay down on the ground level?
I'm gonna look around the ground level. Do I see anything?
It's a pretty wide pyramid. It could take a while to walk around the edge of this.
The drones that we have that we have control over. Did we put cameras and everything else in them? Video
Yes.
recording?
That's what I was trying to do, yes.
All right, I'm just going to have the drone fly completely around the pyramid and take imagery of the whole size and stuff in case we might need it later.
All right. Okay.
Isn't it hooked up to my phone?
All right.
Sure.
You actually find piloting it's not too difficult. You got it all set up correctly, so the hardware and the software is working well enough. If you're to try to walk around this, you would find that it would probably take a little bit of time to do so. We're talking hours to walk around the base of this thing. You realize that there's a couple entrances on opposite sides of the pyramid, not the side that you're in front of, that seem to be going down underneath it. There are several levels that have alternating where the entrances are, where some are here, the rest are like this, and it alternates back and forth. So first one's on north and south, second level's on east and west, so forth and so on. Other than that, it looks like...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, so basically as you're going around the pyramid, the doors are coming out at different levels.
Yes. The doors are facing out on different levels. Now, there are no actual doors, just tunnels that lead into it.
Right, like old pyramids.
Now, something you did see is that it's lit up. Low-level lighting, like not track lighting, but LED, like strips of LEDs, along the sides of the buildings coming down just a little bit inside the hallways. So very low level lighting, but enough to see in.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, now that I've got that imagery, I'm gonna go back and talk to Zero, let her know what's going on the outside, see if she has any options, from her movie references.
You missed or dropped the reference of Tomb Raider.
Yeah, well, at that time I was trying to connect to the drone. I was trying to connect to the drone to get it to fly around.
So he shares this information with you just as the way I described it.
Okay. She goes, dude, I didn't see you earlier. You had some bad connection issues? Gotta really fix that net.
Yeah, don't actually deal with the net or, the web.
Oh man, you really gotta deal with. See, if you're gonna play these multiplayer games, player 3, you gotta really get those net issues. Get some webcamming going and everything.
Yeah,
So,
I'm more of a LARP individual thing.
oh, I can dig it. I can dig you. Anyways, symbols here. I show him the symbols.
Mm-hmm.
Got some references. She puts the phone in her pocket, and now I got a door. So, where's my babies? My lovely creations. Do you have them, or do I? If you have them, hand them over.
What babies? Oh, are you referring to the drone that I built because yours was designed as a 2D environment?
Hey, mine was perfectly reasonable. It's not my fault that I had to work with scraps. We have all the technology in the world, and I had to work with scraps. So,
Rocket doesn't complain.
blame the technocracy on that one. They got a real stick up their ass with technology.
Are you only mocking the technology because we have no techno mages here?
She looks around just to double check, just in case.
Alright, well, what did you find on the second floor?
We got these strange markings, took pictures so we could run them back at our ship, and a door right that I have not gone into. So I need my baby to go in there.
Yeah, okay, which one do you want? The larger one or the smaller one?
Apparently my shit, so I'll take yours.
We fixtures, remember?
Well, no. You called mine shit, so hand it over. Hand it over.
I hand the drone over. I'm like, well, there goes all the progress.
Give me a wits and technology roll, please.
Yep. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. I was going to say I have that, but then I realized I was looking at the wrong area.
Difficulty 6.
2 successes.
All right. So give me dexterity and athletics. That's going to be at a difficulty 4.
Three successes.
Fantastic. This little bugger has some zoom on it. And as it begins tracking down that first hallway that you see, it goes a lot faster than you expected. It comes up to a wall, and you find a way to balance out the way that the drone flies, so it's not going as fast as intended. But you realize, how far are you going to explore?
I'm gonna go far enough until light stops.
You go until you start to receive connection issues. There's a lot of branching hallways in here. And you're seeing different types of rooms in different locations. Some of them have skulls of various, as far as you can tell, alien creatures. They're in various states of decomposure and being taken apart. You see a room that has
Oh.
what looks like the same type of skulls covered in beetles, submerged into these tanks full of beetles. You can only imagine they're using it to strip away the flesh.
Okay, so I relay this back to my partner in crime, the stoner.
However,
And
you do begin to get some interference the further you go in, and it's
Okay.
probably just the building. Now, one
I'm
of the
gonna-
rooms that you do see have cleaned skulls.
I'm gonna
Um,
call back.
One of the more prominent sets of skulls are two facing each other like this. They are elongated. They are round, and about the size of a human head when you take a look at it from the front of the drone, leading back with a hingeable jaw. Go ahead.
Well, I got some good news and I got some bad news. What do you want first?
I lost connection with you guys for a second, so I'm guessing that we piloted the drone, you found a bunch of skulls, and something that's cleaning them, or it is cleaning them, or was using.
You have various rooms with various levels of decomposition for the skulls. Some rooms are being used to clean skulls, and a trophy room, as far as you can tell, with clean skulls on the wall and in various displays.
Roger. Okay, I'm tracking. All right. Anyways, what'd you say, Zach?
I got some bad news and I got some good news.
Give me the bad news. I guess the good news will always feel better afterwards.
Well, I think we're in the Mummy.
The Mummy with like Brendan Fraser.
Yes,
or
the old
with
mummy. You know
Tom
the scene where he
Cruise?
puts. You know the scene where he put. Where at the beginning of the scene that they stick hemotap in the coffee and then they throw a bunch of beetles and they eat them alive.
Yeah, that was the main premise of the movie.
So, I think they have a beetle room, and I think it's some different Egyptian gods where they hold skulls, or something else is here.
Okay. All right. You have the images. Let me look at the image.
I call the drone back at the same time doing this, and I go, "Good news is the drone works." Had connection issues. But further. But yeah, I called the drone back, give up the images.
That's good. I was expecting to deduce that this is probably not a bug thing.
No, this looks like the process for stripping flesh off of trophies.
Yeah. Zero. I don't think this is a bug thing. I mean, they might be using bugs to do their work for them, but I don't. Come on. Why are you not going? There we go. No, I think this is I think these are trophy hunters.
So we're in every
Yep,
survival
these are
game,
definitely trophies.
horror game.
So,
Got it.
yeah, and if we're not careful, we're gonna be the next trophy.
So there were the ruins on there. So do we just keep going straight and just ignore, don't touch any trophies? You know, trapped like how you played Tomb Raider. You just keep in. You're in a tomb. You just keep going. And then if you step on something, you're screwed. Or we could do it like this tabletop RPG that I played. That is actually a very fun game. Trust me, you'll love it. Get to play some vampires, huh? So, basically, I was at the table and I was playing, and we went through this like ancient crypt, and it has some booby traps. And what we did was basically we knew it had booby traps, so we basically took a 10-foot pole or a stick and started poking the ground, and then walked.
Do you have a 10-foot pole?
Well, see, I more prefer. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I'm not gonna go there with that one. So, no, I don't. So we might need to get a stick, a long stick. We got trees, we got branches. I think that's what we need to go get.
Something I can try. I don't know if it'll work, but I can try it. I saw it in a cartoon.
Oh God. See, when I try stuff, I'm stupid. But when you try stuff, this is probably gonna be awesome. Come on, lay it on me, cartoon boy.
Freeze it out, and I'm going to basically change the smoke into a solid form to make a long pole that he can use to test different traps.
You, at this point with your matter magic, cannot do that.
Okay, so my matter. What's my matter at?
2.
Yeah, no, I can't.
You can't change the type of material it is. So you can't turn air into a solid into a liquid. Maybe water, but that'd be more of a forces effect rather than a matter effect. Well, at least at your level.
Okay, I can use. However, I can take the water out of it and solidify the water out there and solidify it. Correct?
No.
No.
You could gather up the water, but you couldn't do anything with it.
Okay, so level. I can. Okay, I got you.
To change the type of matter it is, solid, plasma.
That's a level 3.
That's a level 4.
To change the state of a matter.
Yeah, to change the state of matter is a level 4. Using straight matter, it is a level 4 ability.
State of matter. If you want to change it from one matter to another, it's level 4.
No.
Like from gold to silver.
No, you can do that at level 2. Because you're changing a solid into a solid.
Okay then. Yeah, well I'm gonna try it anyways.
Define how you're doing this.
I'm essentially trying to blow, because I don't know. I mean, I'm blowing the smoke into my in big huge cloud, and I'm trying to change the smoke to a solid form, pull out the staff from the solid form. It might look like a staff because it's I can manipulate the smoke, but it's not going to be solid. I'm pretty sure.
So give me just a moment.
Trial and error.
Yeah, basic state is not level 2. I think it's level 3 or level 4. Yeah. So what you're trying to do is a level 3 ability.
Okay, so it is level 3.
Yes, I double checked. I pulled up the
Okay.
book and read it. Level 2 cannot change the state of matter.
Right. I still attempt to try it though.
Automatic fail.
All right. Yeah. Nope,
If you want to
didn't
roll
work.
for it, we can go ahead and automatically give you a paradox, but I don't want to do that to you.
All right, that's fair enough. But I mean, I'm still good. I still would try it. It's just, it's all about trying things. That's what your mage does. But I look at him like, nope. I mean, now could I make? No, that's still making him solid. I look at Zero. Yeah, no, I got nothing.
So you literally just blew smoke up your. Wow.
I mean,
Oh, there's ways
the
to
smoke
do
could
this,
tell you-
Drew. There's ways to do
look,
this.
I know. I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, I blew smoke. Like, maybe that'll help you see any infrared lasers if they're there. I don't know how. This pyramid looks a little advanced, even though it's old. I mean, it's got lighting on the floor for crying out loud. I should know a way of doing this.
Your familiar whispers in your ear. Can't you turn part of the wall into mud and then shape it the way you want to and change it back?
I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good. I look at him like, that's a good idea. He can't hear me talking to the familiar, can he?
No.
He's like, that's a good one. All right, we'll try this. We'll see. And I go over to the wall and I blow the smoke on it, and then I rip into the wall and try to, manipulate it down to mud to turn it stick. I was thinking I had to use whatever I had, but I was like, oh right, I can still manipulate.
Any additional expenditures before you cast the magic?
Yeah, I'm gonna use 1 point of quintessence.
All right. Nope. You taking a deep breath off of your inhaler on a stretch of the wall, and you run your fingers through it like it was mud, but it doesn't turn to mud. Difficulty was
So I just
difficulty was
the wall?
5, but you got 1 success and 1-1, so.
So I reached into I felt it like it was mud, but it didn't turn to mud.
Correct.
That could just be the moist from the vape.
Could be that the magic didn't take hold too.
That's true.
I mean, you felt the tug, you felt the quintessence release into the universe, like you've done time and time again before. And then you took your hand and you began to rub it like you've done before with other hard materials, making them soft and weak into something that you can work with. And then nothing.
I'm gonna go get a stick now.
Yeah, you go find a stick. I'll stay here.
So I'm gonna go find the biggest stick I can find.
So give me perception and alertness once you get outside.
Oh, and making sure it doesn't break on like the first time I use it too. 3, 4. Difficulty?
6.
0.
All right. So you get outside, and you're not able to find a stick in the immediate vicinity. I described it previously at the last session, but this area does kind of have a man-made barrier between the woods, you would call it a gate, It's all brickwork or all stonework. Before you get to the pyramid, you're not able to find any loose debris. It's like someone keeps this area cleaned up.
Do we have? She starts looking around, again referencing to Call of Duty, looking for like see if she could get a care package dropped.
No.
So after realizing, she goes, I should have took that in one of my perks abilities. Darn. She walks back to the top and goes, well, no stick in the area. We're gonna have to wing it, man. You first. Go ahead.
You know what? I'll go find a stick or something. Maybe we could both find a stick or something. Oh, you know what? Maybe we could find just like small rocks. Apparently, we're playing Tomb Raider or Mummy, and we can trigger traps by throwing things at them, according to your philosophy.
Or, no. All you have to you could be the guy from Uncharted. Never really got into the series, and I'll be Lara Croft.
All right, Drew. I'll roll for your alertness and perception since you're looking for a handful of rocks, right?
I'll assist him if there's an assist ability.
I don't know why we're doing it this way.
Yeah, you find a nice little handful of pebbles. If you want to roll for looking for pebbles again, it's going to be the same thing. Difficulty 6 on alertness and perception. Yep, you both find like a good size of rocks to carry in your pockets.
I guess we're just gonna go through throwing rocks and stuff.
That's what it seems like.
Yep. So, time to go down this hallway. Throwing rocks at the floor.
Yeah, nothing's happening when you're throwing the rocks down the floor.
Picking them up and keep going until I get to where I lost the drone.
The drone did do a pretty good search of the place. So you actually have a small map on your phone. Where are you going? Are you going for a specific one of these rooms, or are you looking to go deeper into it than the drone was able to go?
Deeper. So we got creepy room 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then we got just beetles.
You have, from what you were able to find, a room with skulls that are not, they're just naturally decomposing. A room that has beetles decomposing it and removing flesh, and you have a room that has clean skulls.
So we got 3 rooms.
Yes,
so
that you've been able to map out.
Do you want room number 1 points to the natural decomposing, room number 2, which is the beetles and eating the flesh, or room number 3?
Let's put it on the natural decomposing room, because if the beetles turn on us, we might be screwed. And if those are already clean skulls, it means somebody comes through here alive.
Okay, room number 1 it is.
All right. I will roll for Drew, but give me a stamina roll. So, I forget the, Zavan starts throwing up at the smell of this place. Your stomach empties out all of its contents on the floor.
Weakling. Gotta play some more gore games.
Zero, you choked it back. You weren't that far behind him.
She's still playing it cool. Let it all out. Let it all out. Bro.
Now, throughout this room, you see...
I had to get all that out.
Go ahead, Drew.
I was going to say, I was like, look, I had to get it all out. That way I have more room for the vape so I can get things done. That's all.
Now, throughout this room, you see skulls of various different creatures.
Anyways, we continue down the room.
Definitely not all of them are humanoid. Some of them looks like just to be rocks. Sitting on tables that they're not moving, but they don't have a humanoid shape to them. And it's kind of weird amongst all the rest of these skulls that you have these just rocks here. As you go through it, you actually see several sets of human skulls ripped out from the spine. The entire spine is attached to the skull. There's a few where the spine is improperly ripped out, where it's broken, cracked, or what have you. You see a couple of skulls of creatures that their faces bisect in the front, where it opens up like a clam valve, like a valve on a clam, and the smell is overwhelming.
Wow, their whole face just like split down the middle.
Yeah, as far as you can tell.
And as soon as he says that, I'm like, shush. Shh. Stay very quiet and don't move. I'm going to search for technology.
In this room, I'm not even going to make you roll. You don't see any technology. None's being employed.
Can I even feel anything or no?
Well, no, there's nothing to fill in this room.
Okay, we can move on. We're good.
You gotta pick up the skull that splits bivalve down the middle.
It's pretty dense as you lift it up. It's a lot bigger than you think it would be. Question for you: have your character ever had clams for dinner?
Let me see. I've had maybe. Yeah, he's probably had clams, oysters, mussels. I mean, who hasn't?
As you take a look inside the mouth of this thing, as far as you can tell what it is, you realize that there are muscles that are attached that seem to go to some type of neck. Although you couldn't imagine how this thing could talk. Inside of its mouth, as what you're calling its mouth, you find that it looks like there is a big meaty chunk. We're gonna roll that stamina one more time. You're good this time around, but you feel the stomach wanting to empty again.
Okay.
The meat on the inside of this thing is green and rotting.
Can I do something here?
What would you like to do?
As soon as he picks up the skull, she stops, almost like telling him no. And then right away, she's just going to slap the skull right out of his hand.
All right, give me a dexterity and brawl.
Reverse strength thing, isn't it?
No dexterity and brawl. This is to hit, not to damage.
So 3 dice, difficulty 6.
Uh-huh.
I hope your hand gets stuck in it.
Well, I totally missed. That's a whiff.
You see her come over and try to knock it out of your hand. She does a really bad job at it, too.
Put it down. Time to leave.
Very well.
I don't touch anything. You got it? Hands in pockets.
I put it down, but I put it down upside down.
All right. One more stamina roll from both of you for that one. Drew, you're fine.
I know why.
As you set it down upside down, you hear this sloshy noise.
Yeah, I knew it.
and a fresh wave of revolting smells emanate from this creature.
Again,
Yeah,
heads
that's gross.
and pockets. Don't touch anything. Just look. We are at the museum. Got it?
Sure, that's the way you want to play it.
And a lot of pictures. Pictures help.
All right, so as you leave this room, are you going to continue and check out the other rooms? By the way, the beetles are in containers.
Okay, so big tubs.
Yes, basically big tubs.
Let's continue on, find the book, and leave.
Key.
Key.
You're not.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're looking for Anathema key right now.
Sorry. Key. So she.
Sure. Maybe it's inside that meaty part of that skull.
Ha ha ha. Do you want me to? Hey, how about you go stick your hand in those beetles and hopefully it's in there.
I probably could. So you want to go back in the room? You want to go in the room with the beetles now?
No, I want to continue on. This is a big pyramid.
Does this room continue on, or is it just this room?
Just this room.
Don't we
That's
have
what
another
I'm saying.
hallway to go down?
There's several different hallways.
Yeah,
Remember,
so let's do.
where the drone stopped is when you stopped able to get a good connection to it.
Yeah.
So
So this room has a hallway connected to it.
No, this room is only a room.
Oh,
It has the hallway you enter in, and the same hallway is the only other room, the only other exit.
okay.
One in
So
and
let's
out,
go-
sir.
So let's go
Gotcha.
down this hallway, find more hallways, and then explore those. And don't touch anything. And don't. So that's what I mean. My hands in pockets.
As y'all continue down the hallway, you actually do hear beetles chewing down on something. You figure it's exactly what you saw with the skulls and the beetles. They're just chewing away the flesh off of these skulls. You do come. Are y'all going to stop in this room, or are y'all just going to continue past it?
Zero's gonna keep walking.
I'm curious on the sound. I'm gonna go in.
All right.
Zero's turning
Inside,
around
you
and
find
going
exactly what you expected to see. You see tubs. All the tubs are stone, almost if they were made as one whole piece. When they carved the pyramid itself, was all one piece of stone. Or at least that's what it looks like, because the stone doesn't seem to have a spot where it curves away. I'm going to go ahead and roll your alertness and perception to see about additional details. Alright. Around this room, it's a lot of similar stuff. Different beetles seem to be employed for different types of skulls. You do see one with various beetles nibbling, or at least trying to nibble on what looks like a tree skull. Some of the beetles are far away
poor
from this
brute.
thing. Others are trying to pick at it. You don't really see anything in it. And there's about 10 of these containers in here. No, sorry, 12 containers in here.
Do I see any of those beetles eating like that skull that I had picked up?
No.
Okay. That one's next on the list, or maybe they have composed naturally. I don't know. All right, I leave then.
All right. Y'all continue walking down the hallway. The lighting is consistent in here. The LEDs, as far as you're concerned, lighting up the hallways are soft lights. So they're kind of recessed up into the stone itself, but it provides enough light for you guys to see clearly without being bright, like how bright this light is. both of you have some technology. You would imagine this is very low power source type of lighting. You come across the left-hand door that leads into the room with the cleaned skulls. And by the way, clean just means no flesh, with skulls mounted around the room as well as weapons.
Zero's walking into that one.
You're going to take a look inside of it?
Yeah.
All right. Give me alertness perception. Difficulty is 6.
God fucking damn it.
You're looking around and you're seeing a lot of different skulls. A little dusty, actually. The camera on the drone didn't pick it up, but most of these skulls have a thin layer of dust on it. Like they haven't been dusted in like a couple of months.
You said that there's weapons, right?
Weapons, you recognize them as weapons. A lot of them were older weapons and a lot of bladed weapons. So the few firearms in here look like classic flint and powder.
Great.
Drew,
Oh.
you notice what you're looking for in here. It's mixed in amongst the weapons, and it has a green liquid inside of it already. But it's
like
actually in a
liquid into.
Go ahead.
Like they poured a liquid into the meaty part, or it's just being used to hold the liquid.
No, the liquid is inside the key. The way that this is carved out, there are lots of like little cubbies, as far as like the easiest way to describe them, throughout the wall, with things inside of these cubbies. So there's a cubby that has that's a longer cubby that has different pistols of different people. You notice like plaques on them, things like that, things that don't really super interest you. But as you're looking through everything, you actually see the cubby with the key in it.
Okay, I pointed out to Zero, and I was like, that's what we're looking for, right?
Is it a shape of a key?
It looks exactly like the other key you've already collected, except for this one has a green liquid in it.
Okay, other than the green liquid, it's a key.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks exactly the same, except it has a green liquid inside of it.
Do you have gloves? She asks. Juicer.
What's my life at?
What's that?
What's my life level at?
You have life of 3.
I think life of 3 lets you regrow limbs, right?
You're breaking up on me. Let me double check. I don't think so. I think that's life 4. That's going to be 4. Working on the pattern. And I'm just double checking.
So I think, because I thought 3 you can manipulate your own life and regrow stuff and change things on yourself, but life 4 you can do it to other people.
With life 3, you can change your skin in the scales. You could give yourself gills to breathe underwater. It does not allow you to regrow limbs yet.
Okay, I'm gonna look around. Do I see anything that I could use to grab the key? Because I'm not putting my hand into a box, a cubby hole, to grab it.
This thing is just carved out of the stone, and it's not like a sealed cubby. It's open,
Oh,
like an alcove. It's cubby was the best word I could think of at the moment when I was describing these.
Okay, so it's just like a hole in the wall,
Yeah,
but a nicely carved one.
very nicely carved, in fact.
No, I'm gonna regret this eventually. All right. Yeah, for safekeeping, I'm going to switch vials to one of my vials that allows me to increase my speed.
Okay.
My reaction time.
You're breaking up on me, sir.
And I'm gonna
you're going hard, robot, Drew.
read that in, and once it's in my body, I'm going to reach very quickly for the key in case I have to pull my hand away real fast. I'm probably in bad signal area.
All right. So what I heard before you started going all domo arigato, Mr. Roboto on me, is that you want to increase your speed using life.
I heard vial of a potion or something.
Oh, that's fluffy stuff for his magic.
Oh.
Drew,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. So what I heard is you want to use life to increase your dexterity.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay.
my reaction time, because in case I have to pull my hand back fast enough, because it's a trap.
All right. Spending any willpower or quintessence. Drew.
I think the signal just got cut out.
Yeah, I think so as well. We're going to give him just a moment. We're going to give him another moment, guys. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
Domo.
I might kick him out so he has to rejoin.
There you go.
You there,
You
sir?
back?
Can you hear me?
I
Yeah,
can hear
you're
you.
good.
Are you spending any
All right,
quintessence or willpower?
Yes, I said I'm spending 1 point at quintessence.
Okay. So, difficulty 5. 1 success. And you're going to try and reach in there real quick and pull it out, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay. You reach in, you grab it out real quick, and you have 2 stamina. All right. You pull it out, and all of a sudden your hand starts to heat up real quick. And it doesn't do aggravated damage to you, but it burns your hand pretty bad, and you drop it down onto the ground. Zach, I want you to give me a D100 roll.
Oh boy.
Well, nice knowing you, Drew. 57.
You notice whenever he did that, the cap popped open for a moment and some of the liquid on the inside flew out. It's on the ground. It's not bubbling or anything like that, but only a little bit of liquid came out.
Okay.
But
so,
it is on the ground now.
She is going to take off her face covering that she wears. So basically what you're going to see is, I don't know if I said this, but basically she's burned, 3rd-degree burns. Putting the face covering over the hot key. And
Oh
touch
no,
it.
it's not hot.
Oh.
It burned him as if it was hot.
She pokes it then, making sure it's not hot. Okay.
Nope. You can even put your, as you go down, you realize there's no heat emanating off of this at all. With your, I believe you have forces. You do. You see no heat generated from this.
What about the liquid?
The liquid, you can't tell what it is. It might be alien blood, as far as you can tell.
Okay,
It might be green ecto slime coolers from way back in the 90s.
So quickly putting the mask back on and grabbing the key to go, okay, let's
You
go.
grab the key again?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm the one.
Roll stamina for me.
God damn it. You can't pick this fucker up. Greater than 6?
Greater than 6 always.
1 success.
All right. You burn your hand. And you drop it down again. Give me another D100.
$93. Oh, jeez.
By the way, anyone who doesn't know me, I keep 2 silver coins in my wallet at all times. Heads or tails?
Heads.
That top pops open good this time around. And that liquid just starts draining out onto the ground.
Backing away.
Well, it's
From the
just
liquid.
pulling away from it. And the way that it's dropped, it seems like after a couple minutes, this thing might actually fully empty out.
Okay, so this key, what does it look like? Like just a regular key?
No, I have it in the thing. Hold on one second. I'll send you an image of it here real quick. Did you ever see Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight?
I did not. I know this is what your game is kind of based off of, so no, I have not seen Demon Knight. I mean, it's not key shaped, right? It's not shaped like an actual key. It's like what? Like a cube, a sphere?
Kind of, sorta. Give me a moment.
I mean, you're going to have to describe it to me because I can't look at imagery. That's,
Even if I text it to you?
well, not while I'm driving.
Okay. This particular key, looks like it's made out of some type of bronze or brass material. There are 6 clasps on either side holding a vial of some sort in the middle. There is a topper to it, and down at the bottom portion of it, it looks kind of shaped like a key. For anyone who's in the chat right now, This is... Oh, I can't get it over all the way. But yeah, it looks kind of like that. Sorry, 7 clasp. 6 around the side, 1 on the bottom. Now, the key that you first picked up did not have any adornment on the clasp. This one has T-shapes on it. Or, sorry, not T-shapes. X's on it. Like straight X's.
Okay. So the vial that's inside is it leaking out through the cracks in the half?
No, when he dropped the key the second time, it landed against the wall with the topper open. And the liquid inside is currently pouring out onto the ground.
So I say we just wait till that liquid just pours out. Unless you can touch it.
You haven't tried to touch it yet.
Alright, I know this is going to suck. I'm going to touch the actual liquid to see if that's what's burning us, or is it the actual key?
And that was a mistake. He touches that liquid. And he passes out after touching the actual liquid, whatever it was.
Zora's really debating on just saying the key wasn't here and just leaving.
But the liquid, whatever it was, is completely emptied out of the key now.
Okay, Zora is going to try to touch the key.
You take a couple of tentative taps at it, and good to go. It's not burning you anymore.
Takes the key, make sure every liquid, all the liquid's out, because she don't want to touch that shit.
I am expecting you guys to remember what the doctor said when he first described the keys. There's a reason I did an info dump at the very beginning.
Oof. Oof. I was listening, but I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah, Drew. You are completely unconscious, having taken 5 levels of aggravated damage.
Oh, fuck.
Alright then.
How... Is there a radio? Like, can I, like, radio man down, man down? We need a med pack?
Actually, you realize some of the wounds on his hands are superficial. You could probably try to heal them up a little bit.
I don't have life.
I'm not saying use life. Intelligence and science at difficulty 7.
Intelligence of what?
Science. I'm being generous here.
Because
you don't have medicine, it's a diff 7 instead of a diff 6.
Okay. Time to do this.
She's putting the key in a backpack that she would carry for event trade.
That's fine.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I was not available for your info dump, so I'm just playing as I go.
That's fine.
I was, though, and I'm really forgetting.
Yeah. So,
2 successes.
He wakes up and a point of the bashing damage is no longer there. Although you take a look at his eyes, and they are crusted like he's in absolute agony.
Juicer, can you walk, soldier?
Yes, you can. Barely.
So, can he speak? Like,
yeah, you can speak.
okay.
You're just fucked up beyond all recognition.
Do
You just
we-
challenged
do
a
we
drill
have-
sergeant to a fist fight, and you've never fought in a day of your life. You're that guy.
So, did we get the key?
Don't worry about the key.
Let-
Can you make it out of here, soldier?
Yeah, did we get the key?
Okay, come on. Time to go. We're getting
Did
evac
we-
now.
Did we get the key?
He said yes.
Okay, I didn't hear him. It cut
No,
out.
I
So.
didn't say nothing.
What?
I did say yes.
Yeah, that's what
All
I'm
right.
saying.
We're going to take a brief pause here and go to break. We're going to take about 5 minutes. I have not had anything since like breakfast this morning, and all I had was a shaky drink. So I'm going to make myself a sandwich or
No.
something. And we will be right back. Give us about 5 to 10 minutes, folks.
What?
Wait, I thought there was gonna be like 99 something keys. Like a
What was
lot of
it?
keys.
Welcome back, everybody, and we are picking up where we left off. And we're going to go ahead and pick up. Drew said he wanted to go ahead and pick up some of the liquid in a vial.
That is correct. I will do this, even though I'm still messed up.
Soldier, we got to get you out of here, man. We got to get you out of here.
Hey.
So, Drew, I'm going to roll your dexterity and your athletics and see how this works out for you.
Alrighty then. Here we go.
You immediately fumble and the glass breaks on the ground.
Come on, I'm better than this.
You reach in, you look down, and your hands are shaking so bad that you're not able to hold on to anything.
She goes, I'm sorry for this, bro, but I have to do this. And she's just gonna hit him, try to hit him like right in the neck to knock him out.
Go.
You know you do not have the strength to carry him, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. Now, before she does it, I was like, yeah, okay, we're going.
Put on my Bane pack.
All right, you actually find getting out of here is pretty damn simple. You get outside.
Now I'm gonna pick up the vial. I'm taking some of that stuff with me.
She is dragging you out.
Yeah. Fuck this.
I was gonna.
You are at -5 to do anything.
My idea was to knock you out and then drag you and hit every bump all the way on your head.
And the only reason is because awake, it becomes like half resistance. You're not trying to pull someone who's 200 pounds solo.
Yeah. So,
you guys make it outside. You see a flash where the shuttle is. Where you remember it being. Like someone flashing a red pointer at you.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to give me a strength and athletics roll.
oh fuck.
I hate you.
Oh, hate me all you want. You know you love me.
I was talking to Zero. I hate you. Do you have any idea what that stuff could have done?
Pause there, Drew. Give me the roll.
What was it?
Strength athletics.
God, I'm gonna get fucking shot by a predator here. Strength and athletics is spending a point of willpower.
Go right on ahead.
On the game, she doesn't want to get shot.
That has nothing to do with that.
So I have a 1 to my.
You get one
Success.
automatic success. So you're still rolling the 3 dice.
Wait, plus 6.
No, that's fine. You manage to not drop him every step you take. And the pilot doesn't get out to help you. He just waits till you get close and then uncloaks that side of the vehicle so you can slide him in.
Pushes him in, gets in herself.
Get the
He
fuck in
goes.
here real quick. They're hunting for my ass.
Can I get some little help here?
Trying to push him in.
No, I'm taking off here in about 5 seconds.
Okay, pushes him in. She pushes him in the best she can. Gets in and tries to pull him in. Okay, Juicer, you gotta help me work with me here.
You managed to get him in without a problem, but he's feet off the ground as you finish getting him in and closing that door. You take a look out the windows. That's kind of, it's not a full panoramic view. You got the front windows with kind of the side like a car. And you notice that there's new shipping containers that are being dropped in at the moment.
Oh, now that you drop my care packages. What a bunch of assholes.
No, there's life forms in those.
I don't have life.
No, that's what the pilot says. There's life forms in those.
Oh!
And whatever fucked up species running this planet, they're probably about to start hunting those bastards. So I want to get out of here.
Wait. Hunted?
Yeah. So we risked another drone and we started taking a look around. Whatever's hunting these things, whatever's hunting on this planet, are some ugly motherfuckers. Yes, that's a reference, and if you know what it's from, hooah. Yeah, those ugly motherfuckers are hunting down everything that gets dropped on here. How you guys avoided getting caught is beyond me.
Hoorah!
The ship makes it back into atmosphere. You see where they... You know, it's relative. Because up here, now that you're back up here, you see a lot of things have moved around a lot more than you expected it to see. The moons of this world have shifted position. And this is all relativistic, so you kind of figured out where the ship is. He takes it and he docks.
Okay, Juicer, just sleep it off here. I'll go deal with it. And just pats him on the head.
Actually, things go pretty smoothly. The captain comes out. It's good. You're all back. Do you have the key?
First, we lost our technology dude, wherever he went.
Oh,
Hope you guys got him.
He's back in his quarters.
Okay, he's an asshole for abandoning us.
Shit happens.
You know what? Juicer needs a med bay.
Yes, we see that. We can get that taken care of. Let me go get the key secured first, and he's alive. He's not gonna die immediately.
Juicer first.
You are a horrible player one.
Juicer first.
You see a couple of people from medical coming already.
Any real player of your game would have gone for all the bonus stuff. 100% of the level.
Please, Zero, come with me. Let's get that key secured.
I'm going to make sure Juicer gets fully medical. He's part of my team, and I don't abandon my team. I don't know how you technocrats do it, but...
They're looking him over. They're getting him onto a gurney.
Yeah, she's going to go with them.
Give me, perception and empathy. You don't have empathy, so that's going to be a difficulty 9. Drew, do you want to roll perception empathy?
Sure. Wait, do I have empathy?
You do not.
Then I will go ahead and roll perception. Difficulty 9, please. Or 10, seeing as how I'm probably still...
No, it's 9 for you.
0.
Okay.
You realize he's uncomfortable about something. Given the scenario, it's probably because he can't secure the key. But there's something more there that you're not picking up on. You're not good at empathy. Reading people is not your A game. But he definitely wants to get that key secured as quickly as possible.
I'm gonna wait for Juicer.
You don't recognize that. You see a bunch of scales. Only Drew picks up on it. He got 1 success.
No, I know, and I was gonna say I'm gonna wait till I'm just gonna follow Juicer with the medical team, making sure he's taken care of.
Yeah, they take him to the med bay.
Okay, can I follow?
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't stop you.
Okay.
The captain's following along right now.
So shit just happens to one of your. You know what?
Drew, you can't roll for this, but give me a perception technology. This is going to be another high difficulty because you're trying to detect something that's hard to detect. So difficulty 10. Zach?
Oh, I thought you said Drew. Sorry.
No, Drew can't roll on this at all.
Yeah.
So
And it's because
sorry.
of his penalties. I was being generous with the empathy roll.
Sorry. What in technology?
Perception.
So 3 is 6. Difficulty 10.
Difficulty 10. You can't botch it, so you don't have to worry about that.
Oh, you better pick back up, you stupid GPS.
1.
The ship seems to be moving.
I
Now,
look over at.
Give me intelligence and straight intelligence in this case. Difficulty 6.
Spending a point on willpower.
All right.
Two, 3.
They are definitely leaving orbit of this world. But you kind of feel a hum throughout the works of this place. Forces, your correspondence kind of kicks off and lets you know that they're definitely moving out of this zone of space. It's nothing to be unexpected, but you actually feel it happen as you're moving towards the medical bay.
Once in the medical bay and I see the doctors actually taking care of him.
Yeah, they get right to it. They are being helpful.
Okay.
They're doing their jobs. Their job is to support you.
Okay. So I open up my bag and before I reach in and I go, I want access to technology just in case your representative on my team or our team, as she points to the guy on the juicer on the table and herself, goes haywire again. I want access to some technology weapons.
We were recalled.
We were underprepared. Things were hunting us. We could have both died.
No, I'm not saying that. Your preparedness was up to you. We are here to support you. We're not giving you any of our weapons. But no, the technocracy has called us back.
More feet.
I'll-
More feet.
I'll play for now, Drinking Boy. I'll play your technocracy game. And pulls out the key and hands it to him.
All right, and you see him head down towards the way you expect him to go to the technology, the R&D team, and you can assume with pretty good accuracy. You don't even have to assume; it's an educated certainty that he's going to put the other key under lock and key.
So she turns back to the window that she's watching Juicer get medical attention and just crosses her arms and just watches.
It actually doesn't take long. You see his wounds heal up in a matter of an hour.
She smiles to see that he's gonna walk again.
Yeah, whatever was in the vial fucked him up pretty good, but they were able to recover the wounds. Someone will actually come around and offer to bandage you up. Put some anti-burn creams on your palms.
I can do it myself. Just as she holds out her hand to put the cream in, and she's just gonna wipe her hands.
Give me an intelligence roll. Intelligence science, because this is a scientific methodology that they're using. Difficulty 6.
4 plus 1 is 5.
It is your standard topical cream, and you can even feel that it's a little super powered and it heals up the wounds automatically.
Okay.
So you have about 4 days before you get back. Are you guys planning on doing anything specific?
Okay, so we got dragged away. We just kind of dumped it there. Did I get any of the vial, even any of the broken parts?
No. You pulled
Okay.
out the vial from your pocket to try and scoop some of it up, and you immediately dropped it onto the ground. Your hand was shaking so bad.
Okay.
And as you search through your clothes hoping to find some of it, you're not able to find any of the liquid that was on your clothes. Because you reached down and only touched it with your pinky, and it caused that much damage to you. Because this didn't feel like just damage. It felt soul obliterating damage.
Let's try. I touched it with my pinky, and it did some major damage.
It didn't just shock your body, it shocked through your avatar.
Yeah.
Your avatar is like not damaged. So you're not looking at any permanent damage like that, but whatever it was, and you're trying to find the right word for it when you use your brain. An anathema, which is what these keys are called, is probably the right word. That liquid was trying to destroy you.
They're here to support us, right? We can get things from them.
Within reason. Right now,
Alright.
the ship is already on a course back to Earth. Earth Prime, to be specific.
Alright. For the 4 days, basically, I want an access. I have a lab or a place where I can work and stuff like that. But I want access to a really good microscope. I want my blood paperwork, like my chart and stuff, and anything else from all the medical work they just did on me. And then I'm also gonna cut off a little bit of the pinky that I touched and see if I can find any residue within that or my blood.
Not a bit.
All right.
Are you going to continue to work on your AI?
Sounds like I just built an AI.
I am. So day 1, she's just gonna check on Juice because we have 4 days, right?
Yeah.
So day 1, she's gonna check on Juicer. See how
No
he's doing.
issues. He's fully recovered.
Okay.
You see him slicing off a tip of his pinky one day, trying to look for something. You don't know what, but he's a weird guy.
Yeah. By the way he dresses, by the way he talks. I'm just gonna assume that he can grow that back. Tissue heals.
Yeah, he's a life mage, and that's not a problem at all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go back to my room on day 2. She's gonna try to blog about this. And then realizes she can't blog about this.
Yeah. The traditions would be upset at you if you blogged about it. And putting it on anything where you're going through a technocracy network, is a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. So she types up something and just deletes it. Going through the motions. And
Side note, you didn't tell me that you're doing this, but you haven't detected any type of intrusions onto your system.
Okay.
By the way, I'm telling you that because I'm working towards being a hacker, and that's something that I watch out on my own computer.
Okay. Yeah, for the next 2 days, she's going to work on the AI.
All right. You guys get back to Earth, and that connection to your avatar that wasn't feeling loose, but it just wasn't as strong as it normally is. As you hit a certain point, you don't know whether it was what part of the atmosphere it was, or if it was just hitting the right galaxy of stars. All of a sudden, that avatar feeling gets stronger exponentially. You actually pause at Mars. And you never realized this before, but this is where you actually left from. Y'all were so excited to actually be leaving, y'all didn't realize that y'all had left the actual planet before y'all took off. And just on a side note, if I forgot to say that, or if I said it wrong at the beginning of the game, that's my bad. It drops into the atmosphere, and it parks the spaceship. And
God damn it, you were playing Doom.
We parked on Mars.
Yeah. I think I forgot to say it in the
man.
beginning. I think I said that it seems like y'all take off from Earth. I meant to say from Mars. So that's a just an idiocy moment, not you guys.
Angry at us right now.
You begin walking. Drake says you two will just walk down that hallway. And you'll find yourself back at Technocracy HQ in DC.
Sure, bro. Nice playing with you.
And it's exactly as he says. You walk down the hallway and you feel the atmosphere. And this is the literal atmosphere suddenly change. Even inside these buildings on this planet, you could barely breathe. Like, you could draw in breath easily enough. But you could feel how thin the air was. As you cross the threshold from where he said that you would cross through, you suddenly just, oh, that's a wonderful smell type of feeling.
It's as she quotes Jar Jar Binks from episode 1. Oh God, it's so God being home.
You find a representative with you. He has 2 flash drives for you. And you take a cursory look at it. You don't even have to reach out to feel it. You feel all of that TAS on those flash drives.
I take it. On my...
Drew, what they hand to you is 2 vials of a clear liquid. Obviously meant for standard, whatchamacallits, e-cigarettes. Or, vapors, whatever you call those things. I'm not a vape person, so I don't know what they're called. Drew?
Pods, vaporizers, vape pens.
Vape
There's a
pen,
lot
there
of
we go.
different-
They're like, all right, do you need to be teleported somewhere to your hometown, or would you like to stay in DC and visit for a while? Or, sorry, San Antonio, not DC.
I
The pilot completely left. Did I get it? I was gonna say something when he was leaving, so. I was gonna say, hopefully, if we travel you next time, because since we were traveling in this weird Starbucks looking thing, I was like, we can travel in a TARDIS. That would be fun.
I hear those trips are a lot quicker, too.
You have
Or
got
you
to be
want-
kidding me. You got an actual TARDIS?
Yes,
Like,
it's like
of course-
page 2 of the catalog.
How did I miss this?
I described it.
I know, this is her forgetting, a.k.a. Zachary forgetting.
Well, all right, let me escort you out, and then you guys can have a great day. We have 2 of the 7 keys, which means definitely those demons won't be able to get a hold of them. And now they won't be able to rip reality asunder anymore.
Does he seem too chippish? Like, creepy too chipperish?
Give me perception empathy. Difficulty 7.
I kind of stare at her. I'm like, 2 of the 7.
And
Yes.
that's why
This was described
what's
to
up
you
with the
guys
other?
in the beginning.
Right, but what's up with the other 7?
They are in the cosmos as far as we know.
And you only need 2?
This is merely to keep it out of the hands of the demons, from what I was briefed on. Well, they're not demons. They're some type of alien life
Perception
force.
and empathy.
Perception, empathy, difficulty 7.
Whatever. Okay.
And that's as far as I was read into the subject matter.
Oh, 1, 2.
Ty goes to Defender. She seems like someone who is someone's secretary and is just trying to be polite.
Hey.
She seems upbeat, but yeah,
But
she's
it's not
just...
that creepy upbeat, eh?
It's not that creepy upbeat.
Okay. Like, I have a dark agenda creepy upbeat? Okay. So it's not that.
Go ahead and roll for me.
All right.
Even if it's a fail, but it's probably gonna...
Well, you're back to normal, so...
Okay.
No. She
Alright.
seems like a normal secretary.
Hey, I understand you're the secretary.
I
How about I
work
talk
with,
to your...
I work with
I talk
Dr.
to your
Nabiz.
boss. I want
What?
to talk to your boss.
Dr. Nabisco is not available at the moment.
How come? Out for bad food poisoning? Anything?
Give me
Meeting?
another empathy roll. Drew, are you going to roll to see if you can see through it?
Yeah, and if that doesn't work, then I'm gonna attempt to...
Fuck you, dice bot.
Absolutely,
Wait, no,
she is 100% being incredibly deceitful. Drew, she seems like she's telling the truth. He's unavailable.
Alright, whatever.
Zach, you think she's lying her ass off.
How about you go get him for me?
I'm afraid I can't do that. He is unavailable.
Cool. So we're just gonna pretend like nothing happened. Gonna walk out that door. Can't talk about it.
Well, no one would believe you're looking for 7 mystical keys. Most people barely believe in the concept of magic being more anything than sleight of hand.
So it's a great story to tell, is what I'm hearing.
Absolutely, people will believe it's a work of fiction like they normally do. I mean, Hogwarts is real. It's not called Hogwarts, but there is a hermetic school that teaches magic. That is a known thing throughout our people. But someone sold a successful series of books describing exactly what happens there.
She goes, wait. The writer of Harry Potter is a mage?
Well, kind of.
That's totally dope.
Whether or not the real writer is the real writer is up to debate. But the actual books are not too dissimilar to hermetic ways of teaching. All wrote and what have you.
You know what? You're all right, woman. You're all right. And then the person's gonna walk. Zero's
By the
gonna
way,
walk
you
off.
think she's lying her ass off right now.
Oh, I know. I have plans.
Now, let me escort you out, and then our business is concluded. Your reward, I would say, is very quite rich for you.
I'm sure it is.
Oh, no, it is. You have 200 tasks available to you that you can access.
Oh, no, I know.
All right. So she escorts you guys out. And you realize that you are at the Tower of America again. Or wherever I said that. I'm going to go with Tower of America. And you're just outside the door. After the door closes, you turn back around and you look through the glass doors. And it is just the Tower of America. Not the hallway that you just walked through. You know that that's a standard correspondence magic trick.
I
No,
do.
Zach.
Okay. I'm
She-
going back in the Tower of Americas.
So
Ish.
she's gonna put.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get in my car with my retainer.
We'll cover that here in just a moment because you have to call them.
Yep.
So you call them, they start coming. Drew, you head back into the building.
Yep.
It's just the Tower of Americas.
I know. I'm going upstairs. I've been to Tower of Americas. It's delicious food. I'm hungry.
You see him turn right back around and head upstairs to go get some food.
That's fine. Not my problem.
All right. So you eat food. Your retainer finally comes around. Drew, you just have a standard move. We're not gonna cover that. So your retainer pulls around the car, gets out, opens the door for you.
I get in.
Where would you like to go, sir? Or ma'am?
Somewhere popular. High profile crowd, everything.
Are we looking at a club or... Because it is a little early for the clubs to be open.
You know what? You pick. Just find me a high populated area that someone can't cause a scene.
All right, yes, ma'am. And he starts driving towards the botanical gardens.
Okay.
By the way, if you've never been to San Antonio, the botanical gardens are a wonderful place. That's going to take a little bit. Drew, what are you doing after you finish your meal?
The outside part that you can actually stand out there. And I'm just going to look around the city. You know, just kind of... And I'm talking to my familiar. And I'm basically like, why the hell would they only send us to go get 2 keys when there's 7?
All right.
Maybe we should go.
They could just be telling the truth.
Well, I mean, I'm surprised on the truth that they only need 2 keys, but still, why wouldn't they not go for the other 7? I mean,
I don't know. You
Maybe we should do
lot
some
tend to
research.
lead different ways, and deception is not my path. The reality is I don't know. They might just be telling the truth. If they're telling the truth, these demons or whatever they call them, they have to have all 7, if I recall correctly, and without all 7, it doesn't matter. By holding 2, you prevent them from being able to get access to this universe altering power. You don't need more than that.
Maybe we should research where the other ones are. Yeah, maybe I'll go research. Where the hell would I start?
That's a very good question.
You know what? Here, I give it some of my, was it toss or quintessence or whatever?
How much are you going to give it? You have 200 points of tasks on you.
Can I give it toss or task, or does it have to be my quintessence?
I don't know a specific ruling on it, so I'm going to say you can give it the task directly. You have a high-level familiar, so it's... Or a mid-level familiar, so it's not ignorant on magic.
I put a little bit, because I don't want to use the whole vial. I put a little bit
You
in
have
the
2
mixture I
vials.
already... Right, but I put a little bit of that vial in the mixture of the other stuff I have, and I breathe it for him.
And how much are you giving him?
4. It's been a while.
All right, that 200 out of 200 is the task supply that you have off of those specific drives. I just added it to your character sheet. Got me, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems to like it a lot.
All right. Well, then maybe we should go find a library and see if we can search.
All
Maybe
right, not
older
too
sections stuff.
not too bad. It's a big red building in San Antonio, so you're easily able to find that. So you're at the Botanical Gardens, Zach.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you doing?
I tell my driver to stay on the lookout for trouble.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. What am I looking for?
Anybody coming towards this car that I don't know, if they're very, very suspicious, FBI's, cops, but
Those
more.
men's in blacks types?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I'll keep a solid eye out for them.
She's pulling out her iPad,
Okay.
and she's gonna hack the technocracy.
All right.
Wow.
Give
Okay,
me
then.
an intelligence and hacking difficulty 10.
Specialty hacking?
Difficulty 9. Sorry, still 10.
I'm spending 1 point of willpower.
All right.
You do have this. Never.
Not for this.
That's true, because it's theirs.
So that's 8 dice.
Now, by the way, the reason you have huge modifiers on this is you're hacking remotely through an iPad, even if it's customized, and you're hacking
I
the
know.
technocracy.
I know. I just figured because it's the technocracy. Never mind the iPad. I have 1.
You have a modified tablet, yet you still bow to the will of Apple.
Yeah, about that.
God
Which
damn it!
device were you using?
Yeah, I'll use a tablet.
All right. Soak 3 lethal.
Ooh.
That bitch explodes on you. And actually, you're not even supposed to be able to... Nope, you can't even soak lethal. You're human.
Yep.
You take 3 lethal damage. As the iPad, in an incredibly quick fashion, overheats and explodes, spraying glass everywhere.
Well, bastards owe me a new iPad. Let's head home and make it snappy.
He takes you home, not a problem. Drew, what are you doing?
Anyways, what I'm going to do is I'm going to research anything I can find on keys, and hopefully, the word keys. What was that word you called? Asthma? Asthma? No, not asthma.
All right. I wonder if you have research. You do.
Yep. Well, you think I'm going to start mixing chemicals without any research? Hell no, that's just dangerous.
All right. So, you cannot find anything that is a hard science on this. You find a lot of folklore about a key that looks very similar to the ones that you picked up. It's seen in a few places. There's a picture of a guy in World War I who has it hanging from his hip. There is... you can't tell if it was a real thing or not. It was kind of like the Dan Brown version of the Last Supper, where it seems like that key is on the table, but it looks like a fake or a forgery to you. And the only thing that it says is this is the it was described as being able to carry the blood of Christ, because it gets into religion more than anything else. It was made for the blood of Christ to prevent the demons from being able to overrule mankind, and it uses the word demons.
Huh.
Basically, everything that was in your briefing package, you have been able to find again. But you're finding the source of the data rather than a translation of it. So you're not reading a report on it. You're reading it directly from the original text that mentions it. And this takes you a couple hours to do. You get home, Zach. Your hands are still jacked up at the moment. Ma'am, let's get you into the kitchen so we can get that glass out of your hands.
Yeah, let's.
And then he takes his time, and he's not able to heal the wounds, but he gets all the glass out. He makes sure none of it's infected. If you want to, you can give me a willpower, a stamina versus stinging, or you can just take it.
Yeah, I'll just take it.
But yeah, your palms sting really bad, and you kind of jerk your hands when he pours alcohol on it. Then he proceeds to bandage them and then wrap your hands. It feels a little compressed, but you can still move your fingers at the moment.
I know you probably don't know why we went there, but just humor me for a second.
Yes, ma'am.
If I was a technology union that has money, billions of dollars, and I was working on a secret government project to hunt for ancient keys, why would you only need 2 ancient keys to save the world? Just humor me.
I believe I would need a little more context, but I would imagine saving the world would be something a bit different than preventing its destruction. Wait, pause, hold on real quick. Did you mention that any part about this to your servant beforehand?
No. I'm assuming that he doesn't handle magic well. That's why I was going to say.
No, he hasn't been read into the situation. So you haven't told him the real reason that you left. All you said is that it had something to do with the magic stuff, and he's like, okay, whatever.
Okay.
To save the world using 207 is quite odd. If I were to take a guess, either they don't wish to pay you any more money than they have paid you, which, based off of the situation, I would say I hope you got paid very well.
I did.
Or they have the remaining 5.
And they're just holding that. Because, government, right?
Well, from what you told me previously, the technocracy or technocratic union isn't really the government. I think you mentioned at one point that it was all the vampires who was running the government anyways.
It's the Illuminati.
So why... So we've just been lied to and used and paid handsomely for 2 out of 7. Or they just don't know where everything is.
It could be both. From what you've told me of these people, they are not very forthright with what they do. Lying does not seem out of the proverbial wheelhouse.
as much
But that
my
doesn't mean, on the other hand, that they have all 7 of these keys now. It could just mean that they just chose not to pay you anymore.
what can you? I need to know something about people, especially one person. She gets up. Thank you. You're welcome to stay. I do have a room for my retainer. I treat them
Yeah.
very well.
With your income, your retainer is probably very close to you on a regular basis.
You're welcome to stay. Actually, she looks at her hands. You
He
can come with me.
probably, with your wealth, he probably has a mother-in-law house nearby that's on the
Um,
property.
come. Yeah, come with me. I might need your hands.
You know,
Yes,
you've been a
ma'am.
really good friend of the family. Bought you a house.
So I take him to the computer where my setup is. So my professional setup for I have 2 professional setups, one for streaming, one for hacking. If I can afford that with resources 3.
Yeah, she can.
Okay. I go to my hacking setup and I need you to type in a name. It gives the name of Fate's character.
Uh, Fate, I think, only gave his first name. Do we have a last name now?
No.
Are there any other search parameters, I think you call them, that we can use?
I start describing his height, his weight, what he knows. Roughly from what I see and what I know about him.
He stops halfway through. He's like, this might be something you want to reach out to your other mage friends. I doubt Google is going to give you the responses that you're looking for.
Okay. She gives them another name of Robert's character, first and last.
Didn't give his first and last name.
You didn't?
Nope.
Robert?
Yeah, everyone introduced themselves by their first name. I'd have to go back and listen to the previous streams, but I don't remember anyone introducing them by their last name.
And I said people just call me Juicer, so that's easier than you trying to figure out my name.
We're going to place you on pause, and we're going to go back to Drew.
Yeah.
So they come around and let you know the library is about to be closing. What do you want to do?
Oh. Are we back to me?
Yes, we're back to you, Drew.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go up to the librarian, and I'm gonna tell him all the books that I've researched. You know, all the ones that I'm looking for. I doubt I can pull them out because they're probably owned by the actual library. There are a couple ones like that.
So let me ask you
there any
this.
wit-
I forgot
Okay.
to ask this in the beginning. Is your character a San Antonio native? Doesn't need to be like native, like born and bred here, but does he live in San Antonio?
Because that's what you said we were playing, right? I mean, it made sense to make characters that were from there.
All right. You have a library card. You can check out these books.
Cool. I'm gonna check out as many books as I can.
You get 3.
That's it? 3? I asked her, I was like, look, I can take the three solid ones, because obviously, I mean, these are specialized. Can I get digital copies of all the other ones.
Oh, I am so sorry, Zavon. We don't have everything digitized yet.
Ah, of course not. Okay, can I get the digitized of the ones you do have?
The books that we have here, none of these are digitized.
All right, well then I'll take these 3 and I'll look through them and then I'll come back for the others. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Also, do you have here?
Oh man, it hurts.
Actually, no, I have a phone. So I don't need. I've got streaming services, so that's fine. He's basically going to go back, and for some reason, that one of those faces, one of those skulls we saw looked really familiar. And so he's going to try and search. He's going to, watch some sci-fi movies and see if he can find anything. And in most of the time, he's also going to watch Fairy Tail.
The anime Fairy Tail?
Yep.
All right. So, Zach, give me a D100.
I don't know if you were trying to put paranoia in my head.
1.
All right. So, in popular media, Tales from the Crypt is not a thing in this universe. So, the Demon Knight was never produced. You're not able to find anything that matches the key outside of the same resources you keep finding that points back to the books that you already have. And this is all while watching some guy somehow strip down without him noticing. Yes, that's a reference towards Grey.
I know. I laughed inside though. I was like, "Hey, wait a minute! Is he talking to me or is he talking to Zach?"
No, I was talking to you. As you read through these books, the books they read a lot kind of like fan fiction does. A lot of hypotheses, not a lot of hard facts to back it up. The only reason you believe the stuff about the Anathema keys is because you've actually seen them and you felt the intense pressure that they give off. But everything else in some of these books, it just doesn't read as real to you. The online sources that you find, we're going to roll your research and intelligence one more time. You're not finding anything online at the moment.
Okay, I'm jotting down everything, and I have, I don't memory, but I'm still jotting stuff down because
I remember.
Anything I can find that's referenced, anything that's referenced, stuff like that, anything, like, but still in regards to what I'm looking for, not just like recipe for new potatoes. That's bad shit.
I remember. And this is where we're going to call it tonight.
Oh, did I find my skull in the sci-fi that I was watching?
Did you find what?
Did I find the skull reference in the sci-fi shows that I'm watching?
Yes, you actually do. I'm going to say Alien is a franchise that is known to you. And when you get home and you start looking up trying to find images of cylinder skulls, you actually find xenomorph skulls. You find a lot on Etsy selling replicas.
I don't want the replicas, but for some reason that green chemical, even though I've never played with it or anything before, that green chemical looked familiar. So that's what I'm getting at. I was like, what?
I'll say this. Predator is also, since I said Alien is a franchise, so is Predator.
Okay.
Gonna give you an intelligence roll real quick. Very much so. Yeah, that was predator blood. If the franchise is to be taken correctly, that the blood is fluorescent green.
Okay.
But this is where we're stopping for the night.
Sounds good.
So, Zach, did you learn anything this evening?
That the technocracy is full of shit somewhere.
That is an apt assessment of the situation. Or at least they're not telling you the truth, right?
Yeah. That's why I said somewhere they're full of shit.
And Rue, what did you learn this evening? Drew.
Hello.
There you are. What did you learn tonight?
Oh, there he goes.
He dropped off. And for everybody who joined us or passed through or might be watching this on VOD or YouTube or what have you, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. Good night and may joy be to you all.